There have always been two ways of approaching what we think of as reality. All marketing tactics subscribe to view number one, that reality is outside yourself. Something else is in charge, and the best you can do is get a little peek at it. This is a very persuasive view. Think of all the times you proved it to yourself by trying something several different ways before you finally figured it out. But there's a great danger in that way of thinking. It blinds you to the 99% of reality sitting right underneath the surface, waiting for you to become part of it, to turn around just about every problem you've got. View number one is like running an engine on one cylinder. View number two, it's like having access to warp drive. Let's see how that works. I assume you've already escaped the massive groupthink that grips the world these days, or you certainly wouldn't be watching this channel. Or hear about the tremendous source of power that you can effortlessly tap into to successfully use video in your business. So where does this power come from? To explain it, I need to tell you about Mr. Lyons. He was my 5th grade teacher. When you walked into his classroom, you saw a poster on the wall. It said, "Question authority." Yes, I was a child in the 60s, so you wouldn't think that poster so out of place, right? But my school was on an army base in England at the height of Cold War paranoia. Sound familiar? Nevertheless, Mr. Lyons believed in delivering a broad education. So in between reading the classics and learning basic math, he taught us about other cultures. A lot about Japan, for example, including their counting system, which I still remember, Ichi ni san shi go times 10 years later. He did crazy fun things like take us bowling to demonstrate physics. Oh, our parents were scandalized, but our minds were open. Mr. Lyons gave us a lot of facts, but he never told us what to think about them. He did, however, teach us how to think. He did this by asking questions about how we wanted to be in the world. He was helping us clarify our own thinking by testing our assumptions rather than our ability to regurgitate facts. Mr. Lyons was more than a teacher. He was a trusted advisor. I could ask him a question and knew I would get an honest answer. Mr. Lyons gave me confidence at a time when the whole world was in such flux. Oh, we loved Mr. Lyons. He set us free. But he was one in a million. The ones who came after would try to undo all the good work he had done. Well, I could do the same with you about video. In school, the basics are reading, writing, and arithmetic. Our basics are the technology. Beyond that, your path is one we often chop away at together through the deep underbrush of false gods, shiny objects, distracting strategies, slimy techniques, can't-fail tactics, and my favorite, technology-based substitutions for thought. But the power is in knowing how to think about video, and that we get to with a few well-placed questions. For example, who are you talking to? What is bothering them so much they've gone on a search and are still searching after months or maybe years? Where are they looking? Who are they asking? What are they trying to learn that even if they did, wouldn't help them get any closer to their goal? And those are only the questions about them. The ones about you, we'll talk about another time. In the meantime, do the technical training while keeping one eye open for how to use the power of what you're learning to deliver what you have. Your image helps them know you, your audio helps them like you, and together that strengthens trust and makes you unforgettable. I like to think Mr. Lyons was teaching the young lions to discover and develop their power to be in the world to get what they want. The secret is not being satisfied with what is known. When you come to understand that asking the right question is far more powerful than getting to any particular answer, you will have made it to the peak of what it means to be a visible authority.